Good evening, everyone, and welcome to this incredible call that we put together tonight. I've been looking forward to this since we came up with it last week with just the excitement when I asked each of these ladies to share their stories with me on an app we call Voxer. And when they each went to work and did exactly that, I was so blown away. I knew that we need to share this with the world, and it needs to be told to as many people as possible. And I am just so honored and excited. My name is Loretta Koth. I'm a national marketing director with the Juice Plus Company. I've been a mom on a mission for many years and am excited to bring you 5 moms on a mission. I'm going to go ahead and just do brief introductions of the entire panel that are going to share their stories tonight because they're just going to go in consecutive order without me interrupting or coming in between. You're going to hear from Rebecca Marion. She's a homeschool mom of 5 energetic kids. She's a DIY addict. I love watching her Facebook and all that she's doing to home improve her house and build things. And she blends teas. She makes herbal remedies. She's very passionate about helping people live the abundant life that God created them to live. And we will hear from Lauren Watson, mother of 5 with her youngest daughter who is in heaven. She is a primary care geriatric nurse practitioner by trade, but is now homeschooling her 2 oldest kids. He is married to her wonderful husband. They live in Greenville, South Carolina. By the way, Rebecca is in near the Columbia, South Carolina area. Graham Banky is a stay-at-home mom and wife to 4 kids, 1, 5, 7, and 9. You'll also hear more about her story with one of her babies that is in heaven. She used to, before becoming a mom, ran her children's ministries in Bangkok and St. Louis. She's a blogger for the St. Louis Moms Blog Network and also a personal blogger for her own blog, Tree of Life. She loves to write about faith, health, and motherhood. You're also going to hear from Emily Wicker, and she is the leader of this crew. This is Team Share Your Heart. And you're going to know why that is the name of her team when you hear from them tonight. But she's married to her awesome husband, Matt. They are in Irmo, South Carolina. She's also the homeschooling mom of 4 incredible kids. She has a master's in counseling and has always believed that we are a whole person, mind, body, and spirit. She is going to share with all of you how much it means to her to be able to spread this good news that she learned about as well. Emily Broshak, just such a precious person to me. She's another homeschooling mom. You get the theme here. These moms are very dedicated to the education of their families. She has 3 kids, and she's dedicated to teaching and educating about disease prevention. She's always had a deep desire to help people and is so grateful that she has found this community of people and has fallen in love with this mission. So I am turning it over to all of you, and we can't wait to hear your story.
Hi guys, I'm Rebecca Marion. I'm so grateful to be able to share with you, and I appreciate you taking time out of your day to listen tonight. Our health struggle began when 2 of my kids were born with severe eczema caused by food allergies. That was a dark time for us, and I struggled with overwhelm and discouragement every day. I was afraid to let my kids go anywhere without me, and I had to carry around EpiPens and allergy medicine and our own snacks everywhere we went. I didn't want my kids to live like this for the rest of their lives and have to be afraid of eating the wrong food and having an allergic reaction. So I dug into researching what we could do to help heal their bodies and get rid of some of these allergies. I started doing everything I could to help them heal. I got into the habit of giving my kids probiotics every day. I was making bone broth. I was fermenting veggies and making kombucha. I was using natural remedies for healing us. We didn't deal with antibiotics messing up our guts. And I thought I was doing pretty well until my oldest daughter, who hadn't had food allergies before that, started developing allergies to the fruits and veggies that she loved. It started out with just sugar snap peas and apples, and then green beans and peaches, and the list kept growing. And I was so discouraged because I thought I was doing everything right. And then everything was going wrong, and it wasn't enough. When I was at my wit's end, I met this wonderful lady named Emily Wicker, and she shared with me that you can get fruits and veggies in capsules and gummies. And I thought that they must be too good to be true, to be able to fit all that health into something so simple, so easy. I did a lot of research, and I realized that it seemed to be the real deal. And at first I thought we couldn't afford it. But then when I did the math, I couldn't think of a less expensive way to get that many fruits and veggies at that quality into our diets. And for Naomi, it was the only way to get that kind of nutrition into her because of her allergies. So I went ahead and I started out with just my husband, John, who always had hated fruits and veggies. And with the family health study, I was able to get it for free for Naomi. So we started out with just them, and I didn't expect to see a ton of change. I was just excited to have fruits and veggies for my daughter again. And my mom guilt went away, which was awesome, because I was finally able to provide adequate nutrition for her. But it was really exciting because about 2 months into it, Naomi's dark circles that had been under her eyes ever since like a year before, when she started developing those allergies and wasn't getting enough nutrition, they started to go away. She started sleeping better, and she started feeling better. She didn't have to have a nap to make it through the day, which a 10-year-old shouldn't have to have a nap, And my husband, John, actually came home from work ready to play with the kids and spend time with us instead of having to have a nap himself. So I decided that we needed to get our whole family on this. So the rest of us started taking Juice Plus as well, even though I wasn't quite sure how we were going to pay for it at that point. And I was amazed that within 2 weeks, I had more energy, which I didn't even think that I was low on energy before, but it did wonders for me. And I was amazed this whole winter. My family has stayed surprisingly healthy. We've been surrounded by people with the flu and strep and other sicknesses, and I've just been amazed that we haven't had any serious sicknesses. And normally I'm like putting elderberry syrup in my kids every single day and being really on top of things. But this year we've been remodeling our house, and I totally let the ball drop, and we still haven't gotten sick. So I know it must be the Juice Plus, because that's really the only thing that we're really being consistent about as far as those kind of health things. So the way that I found to pay for Juice Plus for the rest of my family was actually to join Juice Plus as a distributor. Emily had actually invited me to join the mission the first day she met me. And I was sharing my health struggles with her. I was sharing my passion for helping people improve their health. And she was like, "You should join us. This would be great." And I thought, I'm too busy. I don't have time for that. And I told her, I can't fit in my schedule. But, I thought, well, I can do these simple steps to be able to cover the cost of our Juice Plus. So I thought I would just do a couple of things and, be able to cover that. But then Emily invited me to go to the Juice Plus boot camp with her just a few days after I signed up as a distributor. And she said it would be refreshing. And so I thought, I really need that refreshment. So I went, and I was just blown away by the compassion and passion of these people and how much they care about helping others. And also their stories about how their health had changed and how their finances had changed, even with the business, and how much hope they had found with this company. And so after that, I was just convicted that I needed to share this with as many people as I could. I couldn't just stand by and let people suffer with poor health and not having an abundant life anymore. And so I came home, and I got on the ball and started sharing. And it's amazing. I'm able to pay for my family's Juice Plus now, and I am just on a mission to share this abundant life with as many people as possible. I've been able to dream again about bringing my husband home from work so he doesn't have to drive an hour and a half each way anymore. And I've been able to dream about traveling the world with my family like we've always wanted to. So I'm just really excited about what this can do for others. And I'm on a mission. I'm on a mission to share a more abundant life with everyone who will listen.
Thanks, Rebecca, for sharing. I'm Lauren, as Loretta had mentioned. I'm a nurse practitioner by trade, and I've always been interested. A redheaded son, Noah, had horrible eczema. I really wanted to heal him. So being a nurse practitioner, I tried traditional medicine, and they just prescribed steroids. That wasn't working. So I finally found an integrative medicine doctor, and we did a whole gut clearing, got rid of all the, foods that were causing this eczema, and did, the bone broth, the probiotics, and it cleared. And so did his peanut allergy. So that kind of started off my whole health journey about really being focused. I was always focused on health, but just it took on a new form as food as medicine. So after that, we did the 100 Days of Real Food. And then we did paleo diet, Whole30 diet. And so we thought we were doing really great. So when my friends, Emily came up to me about Juice Plus, I just said, no, I don't think I need that. We eat really well. We're doing fine. I don't really see a need for this, but thank you anyway. And then fast forward 2 years to this past January 2018, I had 4 friends that have lost close family members to cancer really suddenly. They passed away within a month of being diagnosed. And I thought, wow, that's really, you think you're doing well, and then am I doing everything possible? So I kind of went back to Juice Plus, and I wanted to look about more, is this really fruits and vegetables in a capsule? Because I know our body needs lots of fruits and vegetables, and all of these cancer blogs that I've been following, The Truth About Cancer, Chris Beats Cancer, My Kid Cures Cancer, which is the Stern Method, they all pointed to lots of fruits and vegetables. Even one guy said you need to get up an hour early to juice for 1 hour just to meet that 1 day requirement of juicing. And I don't know about you, but it's really hard to find that extra time, in addition to making healthy meals for my family, to be juicing that much for not just one person, but I don't even know how long it would take to juice for my whole family. So I went back again, like I said, did the Juice Plus, and I thought, wow, this could really help. So I started taking it. I said, okay, I'm going to give this a shot. So I did, and I was just so impressed by what I was finding once I actually gave the time to look it up. Because we're recommended 7 to 13 fruits and vegetables. And what I loved about this product was that in health. And it's NSF certified, which shows that, when the label says, 7 fruits and vegetables, it really is like, that's what's in there, is the fruits and vegetables that are on the label. That's what's really in there. And there's nothing else. And they're vine ripened, and they're picked when they're fully ripe, so you get all the nutrition. So not only did I get it, but I also signed my family up as well, because I wanted them to get it as well. And I really didn't expect to have too many health benefits. I was taking it more for prevention. But what happened was my husband's seasonal allergies went away, and his cat allergy, after starting taking it. And my daughter's 15 plantar warts went away. And I had more energy than I ever had. In addition, Luke also had started loving his fruits and vegetables again. He always liked fruit, but now he's eating more vegetables. So I know it works. So I was really excited that we were starting to have some health benefits. So then I also was like, okay, so I want to know more about, the company. If I'm actually going to do this and tell people about it, I want to make sure that this company is a good company, because you hear about some of these multi-level marketing, and that was just a bad name in my head about that. But this company's been around for 50 years, And the community of the people has been amazing. They have integrity, and people of all levels, even though they don't gain financially from you, they still want to help you. They want to help you grow, just not just as a business, but they want to help you grow personally. And I've really felt that. And I remember hearing Wendy Camel, she's one of the first Juice Plus reps, saying, find the why that makes you cry. And I thought I had that, seeing I wanted to help people, individuals get healthier, to prevent cancer and diseases. And then I had Leah, and she ended up, she was, don't quite know why, and she ended up dying after 77 days of being born. And even though we believe her cancer was shrinking, she did get pneumonia and she died of respiratory failure. So I was faced with that decision. I had two choices, really. Do I believe the lie that I couldn't help others and that I really should just, go into a shell and just stay at home, because that would prevent me from hurting more or possibly getting, I don't know, just the fear of what people would think about me? Or would I do everything in my power to turn this grief back into the passion to help others? And this is my why that makes me cry. So I do wish God allowed me the opportunity to help Leah for longer than those 77 days. I wanted to help her for the rest of my life, but I do truly believe his plan is the perfect plan. And I don't have questions that are answered. And what I do know is that this is a good product, and that I did double my Juice Plus while Leah was alive, and I did not get sick the whole time that she was alive, and I was able to hold her every day. And I know that it's helped my family's health, and I know it's helped several other families' health too. And so Aaron and I prayed about what this was going to look like for me now that Leah was gone. And we really feel led to start the Love from Leah Foundation, where we can help families that are suffering from cancer, help them with nutrition. So that's my real purpose now. It's a dream that we have that Aaron can help be home and help run this foundation. And I'll have to wait to see Leah again. And I'm reminded of that pain every day. But I know she wants me to continue to help others and be the best mom and truly build a life purpose.
Lauren, that was just amazing. Thank you so much for sharing with us. As Loretta said earlier, my name is Graham Benke, and my Juice Plus story is about really a story about two babies, Joey and Charlie. Joey was my fourth baby, and he came at a time in my life when I was really struggling as a mom. I was exhausted most days, and my kids were often sick, two with seasonal allergies and asthma. They also had become very picky eaters, and I was giving in to their requests for grilled cheese, chicken nuggets, and frozen waffles. Moreover, I had started eating this way myself. I was addicted to soda and carbs and locked into that cycle of highs and crashes. I had tried various programs and learned some tips and tricks, but nothing that was really sustainable and realistic for my lifestyle as a busy mom. Now I was pregnant again, almost 40, and the fatigue was intense, which made it even harder to take care of myself and my family. Oh, and I was homeschooling my children at that time, and so I didn't even have a break during the day. However, I thought all of this was just normal and I would get by somehow. Baby Joey was born that summer, and once again we fell in love. He was the perfect addition to our family, and I remember being so excited that our family was complete. However, our joy soon turned to sorrow when after just 3 weeks, Joey died of a previously undiagnosed heart defect. We were shocked and we were devastated. A few weeks later, a family friend came to me with a Juice Plus brochure. He went over it with me and he said, Graham, I really think you need this. I took the brochure and I looked at it and I thought, oh, I think this is that stuff that my friend Emily had called me years ago to tell me about. I just kind of started looking over it, and then just providentially, a few weeks later, my friend Emily posted on Facebook that the National Juice Plus Convention was in my town, and did any of her old friends want to get together and go one night? And I thought, well, yeah, I do. I want to learn more about this. So I met her downtown at the convention center. Well, that night I was completely blown away by the speaker, and I wanted a tower garden, which we did get that year for Christmas. Emily told me about the Juice Plus Shred 10 program, and I wondered if it would help me with my health. So I decided to give it a try. If there was ever a time in my life when I needed nutrition to be as easy as taking a shake and swallowing a few capsules, this was it. Within 8 weeks of following the Shred 10 program, I had lost 10 pounds and was pregnant with our rainbow baby, Charlie. We were overjoyed. We were truly hoping that God would bless us with a happy ending, because we did not want the baby years to end in such a sad way. A few months into my pregnancy, I ran out of product altogether, and first trimester fatigue started to hit hard. It was then that I realized how much energy I had from the Juice Plus products. Here I was, a mother of 3 children, ages 2, 4, and 6. I was 40 years old and pregnant with my 5th child, grieving the loss of our son Joey, and I had more energy than I had had in years. I think I was telling anyone who would listen how great this stuff was. My doctor was impressed when I tested negative for strep B for the first time in 5 pregnancies. And when Charlie was born, everyone in the room came over to remark over his umbilical cord because it looked so unusually healthy. Instead of being, the typical size of a shoestring, it was the size of a garden hose. It was just amazing. I remember somebody in the room saying, "Look at that, it must be the Juice Plus." Since then, my family has continued to make improvements in our lifestyle. My husband has lost 50 pounds with the Shred 10 program. My kids were resistant to eat the gummies at first, but I hung in there, and now they are all taking them consistently. We've had our share of sick days this fall and winter, but unlike other years, we did not have scary and expensive trips to the doctor and ER for breathing treatments. Joining the mission of Juice Plus was not an easy decision for me. In the past, I had a negative view of network marketing, and that was an obstacle that I had to overcome. What I've come to discover is that this company is very special. I've been welcomed into a supportive community of people who are helping me to succeed in every way. Juice Plus offers unlimited earning potential, a cooperative environment, opportunities for personal growth, a sense of purpose and mission, and unmatched time freedom. I can work this business into the nooks and crannies of my day, and I have truly been blessed by the opportunity to help others find simple solutions to improve their health. In the Bible, there's a little boy named Joseph. After being sold as a slave by his brothers, he rises to leadership in Egypt and orchestrates the feeding of many nations in a time of great famine. When his brothers come to him for food, he says to them, "What you intended for evil, God meant for good, for the feeding of these people." We named our son Joey after this great Bible hero, and I feel like this verse is coming true in our lives. Losing Joey was a very great sorrow, but God has used his life to lead our family to greater health and wholeness, and has blessed us with sweet Charlie. We feel that through Juice Plus, we have been given a feeding ministry to bless others with nourishment in a time of nutritional famine. As a family, we are seeking to take healthy back step by step, and we hope that we have inspired you tonight to consider how you might be a part of this mission as well.
Oh my goodness. Thank you, Graham. And I just appreciate each one of you so much on this call. I am just honored to be on this mission with you and to have you as my friends. So my name is Emily Wicker. My journey begins about 5.5 years ago when I was an exhausted mom of 3. I had just had my third, and I was just tired, and I had a daughter who did not like fruits and vegetables, and I could not get her to eat them without bribing her with something unhealthy. And I just was at a loss. I was doing, like Rebecca and Lauren, I was doing everything that I possibly could to get good nutrition in our diets, going around to local farms, getting fresh produce and pastured chicken eggs, and making everything from home and fermenting things. And still, my 4-year-old son was starting on the asthma journey. My 2-year-old was so picky, had chronic ear infections, and I was pregnant with my third. And I just was at a loss, really, just overwhelmed, and I just didn't know what to do. I knew that we needed 7 to 14 servings of fresh raw fruits and vegetables every day, and I did not know how we were going to get it in our diets. So when my mom, who's been eating Juice Plus for 17 years, shared with me a simple way to flood our bodies with fruits and vegetables every day, it completely made sense. And I added it to our diets, and we have been absolutely amazed. My son never continued any further on his asthma journey. My 2-year-old daughter with the chronic ear infections healed over time. She started loving fruits and vegetables, and I'll never forget the day she sat down and she had a salad and some other things on her plate. She said, "I'm gonna eat my salad first because it looks so good." And that just gave me such peace of mind to know that I'm getting this good nutrition in my family and giving them a good foundation for their future. My 2 youngest children, who have had Juice Plus since either conception or birth, are by far the healthiest. They've had 1 or 2 sick visits, each of them, their entire lives. And, we may get sick, get little colds, but we double up on our Juice Plus, and we're able to, for the most part, just take care of them on our own. Our immune systems have balanced. My immune system balanced. I was struggling with allergies to pets and dust and mold. And after about 1.5 years, I noticed that my allergies had gone away. After 9 months of eating Juice Plus, my receding gums grew back, and I just had so much more energy as well. And my husband too. He didn't come home and crash on the weekends. He had energy to be involved with our family, and we both were able to kick our sugar cravings. We used to eat ice cream every single night, and we didn't really decide not to eat it. We just stopped wanting it. So I stopped buying it. We don't have ice cream anymore in our house, so it's great. I became a passionate mom that loved being with our kids, and I decided that this was just too good. I could not share this with everyone that I cared about. So I started sharing Juice Plus, joined the mission of inspiring healthy living around the world. I really just feel as a counselor that we are whole people, physical, spiritual, and emotional. It all fits together. And if you don't have the physical piece in place and the nutrition in place, you cannot live fully in the other areas of your life. And it also just breaks my heart to look around and see all the chronic disease that we're dealing with, even small children facing just incredible diagnoses. So I started sharing this with everyone that I knew, everyone I cared about, and it has been amazing to see lives change. It's been amazing to be a part of this community and the friendships that I've gained, and just to be able to stay at home, to homeschool my kids, to be fully present for them, and at the same time helping out with income in our family. My husband loves his job, but we, with 4 kids now, would be just so stressed if we did not have my income. A few years ago, when my husband lost his job, I was able to, at that time, just cover the groceries. And that just gave me something that I could do to help out. That was just gave me such peace of mind. And then now I'm able to cover our mortgage and more. And we're starting to be able to dream of travel and serving and giving in a greater way, and just providing the opportunities for our kids to give them a good foundation for their future and to help them be fully the people that they're created to be. So I really went from an exhausted mom of 3 kids to an energized mom of 4, who is just really passionate about not only being with her family, but also just helping as many people as possible to live life to the full.
Thank you so much, Emily. Can you hear me? I'm Emily Borochak, and I am the wife and mother of 3. And 2 years ago, my kids seemed to always be sick, and they'd be sick for a week at a time and then pass that sickness on to the next one. I thought it was normal, but it was frustrating. And we even missed a couple days of VBS in the summer. I always had allergies, but they seemed to be getting worse. I was adding pets and fruit and vegetable allergies to my already long list of pollen, hay fever type allergies. And I had a receding gum line as well. Then sweet Emily told me about Juice Plus and really got me thinking about nutrition. At first, I thought I'd just try harder. We even had a fruit and vegetable competition to see who could eat the most. And my kids and I really got into it. We had fun with it, but we noticed even on really good days, we were getting 3 or 4 servings of fruits and vegetables and not the 7 to 14 that you need every day. And I realized that I was in charge of the healthy decisions for my whole family, and that could be a lot of mom guilt. I went ahead and started eating Juice Plus after a lot of research and prayer about it. In just a couple weeks, I had way more energy than I knew what to do with. I was sleeping much better than I ever had. And slowly my allergies have gotten so much better. This crazy pollen we have here right now has not even affected me. So my receding gums haven't gotten any worse. My kids haven't gotten sick like other kids do. They still might get sick from time to time, but it usually, is a runny nose or for a day or two and be gone. And they can usually heal themselves. Their bodies can heal themselves. So another big reason Juice Plus made sense to me was that when I graduated from college, I was diagnosed with a malignant melanoma. I just had a mole on my leg that seemed to be growing and dark, and I had surgery to have it removed, and fortunately, my lymph nodes came back completely clear. But I still have in my head that I have had cancer in the past, and so I believe that prevention is the very best reason to be eating Juice Plus every day. Signing up to be a representative just made sense to me. It would help me get these amazing products at the best price. And the possibility of some extra income sounded intriguing. My husband works a ton of overtime to help support our family. And though I am so thankful that he's such a hard worker, I would love to have him home more. And secondly, I dream of just being able to say yes to my kids, to their sports and camps, and when they need extra academic help or whatever they need and want, I want to be able to give them the things that help them to be the best that they can be. So, and I also want to focus on prevention to be able to take care of me so that I can be the best mom that I can be. And this community, it has my heart. It has given me a thing that's just mine, but I absolutely want to share it with the world. So I love the idea of inspiring healthy living around the world. Thank you so much.
Well, I think by now everybody knows why we invited you to this call tonight. This was very brave for all of them to get on here and be recorded. By the way, I did record this. This will turn into a YouTube video that we will get out to all of you so that you can share it with the world along with us. And so, if you happen to be a guest on here, because there are a lot of names I didn't recognize, please get with the person who invited you. They can provide more information both about our product and our mission. And, our hashtag, our motto is inspiring healthy living around the world. And we are part of a healthy living revolution that is helping people take healthy back in their families. And so we need you. We need every single one of you that are on this call to embrace that mission with us. And we thank you for joining us. I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording. Hold on, please.